got everything set up. I'm gonna use the Vap Pro today to show you how to do a couple of hives. If you want to see more detail, you can look at my previous oxalic acid treatment videos in the playlist Treating for Mites. And if you want to find out where to get these, I'll try and put the information in the comment section or in the description below. So I bought this mask right here. It's an RZ. It's on my Facebook feed. It seems to work pretty well. I got these filters right here that go with it, active carbon filters, and I do occasionally catch a whiff of the oxalic acid or smoke, so it may not be quite as good as some. The mask I had before was a 3M mask. It was very uncomfortable. It didn't seem to work very well either. I have kind of a big chin, so it's hard to find a mask. So if anyone has a mask they recommend for doing this oxalic acid vaporization, I'd appreciate it if you would send a comment to me. Put it in the comment section below. That way you can maybe help me out and somebody else that may be watching this video. I'm gonna get this protective gear on and get busy. Here's my normal setup. I have a marine battery with an inverter from Harbor Freight. It is 750 watt. Got my cord going out to the hives, and it attaches to the vaporizer. Now this battery, I didn't get it charged up very well, so I may have to actually just hook it up to my car battery. That works fine. I usually leave my car running when I do that, because one time I did without my car running and it drained the battery. So I'm gonna go put some plugs in the front of the hives here, and we'll try it out. Here's what it looks like. Much more comfortable than the 3M one that I had. Hope you can hear me. Got a little bees checking me. I might have to put that veil on anyway. Normally I wear a veil, but today not a lot of bees are flying, so it's not gonna be too bad today. So let me flip this around and show you what we're dealing with here. So on these 5 hives, I'm gonna show you how I treat at least 2 or 3 of them. Maybe all of them here real quick. I'll show you how fast this Easy Vap Pro thing is. I put towels in the front to keep the vapor in. So I've got my cord running from there. It may start squealing at me because it doesn't have enough power to last very long. I think I'm gonna have to use my car battery. Here's the Easy Vap Pro. And when I first started using these vaporizers, I drilled a 1/4-inch hole in each hive. And if you go in with a screwdriver, or you can just stick your drill in there, that one has some propolis build up. The bees will do that. They'll build propolis and try and plug these holes, and then it doesn't work very well. It doesn't work. So put a little hole. You can put it in either the back, or you can put it in the sides over here on the bottom board. So here's how it works. I'm gonna try this new thing out here. You simply put the little tub right there. You put it on top like this. You mash that in there. You stick it in the hole down here. You flip it over. Whoops. Well, that didn't work too good. I'm not used to these. Okay. There we go. Normally the balance with it in the top, it kind of hangs a little more comfortably, but I wasn't used to the way that one is lined up. So the temperature will go up. Right now it's shooting oxalic acid into the hive, and John told me that if it's over 400, I think he said it's okay. See the oxalic acid coming out the top? But I usually let it get up to 450 just to make sure, and then I move on to the next one. So there we go. That's all the time that took. Trying to do it one hand is a little difficult. Pull that one out. He sends some of these with him, each one. You kind of got to shake that off. It gets a little. Anyway, still getting used to this new one. There. Stick it in the hole. Whoop. See, that one, for whatever reason, you gotta get used to this thing. It's just a little different. If you put this in there. Okay. This is why you wear a mask. Okay, I gotta play with this thing and figure out what I'm doing in a minute. I got that next one on there. Let's see if it'll stay in there better this time. I kind of balance it. There we go. See how the temperature dropped down to 291 actually. When that cold oxalic acid hits the bottom of that basin, or that little tub, that darn inverter's squealing over there. So anyway, it's still working. I'm gonna have to put it on the truck battery. It's one of those days today. I forgot to get that thing charged up and thought I could do it in a short time and it didn't work. Anyway, right now it's just really pushing that vapor into the hive and it will kill those mites. This is my third treatment in 3 weeks up here. So this is it for right now. There is some brood in these hives, so you need to do that. If you're broodless, you only got to go once. Certain times of the year there's not near as much brood. But right now there's brood in these hives, so just want to make sure we shoot them really good with this oxalic acid here. I haven't seen a single mite in any drone cells. Still a little bit of residual. So I think the treatments are working. Let's try this one out right here. Okay. So this is actually a 3 deep. And it'll take you a little while longer. There's more oxalic acid. I might have to hold it like this. That's really all there is to it. If that cord's hanging down level, it won't tend to flip as much. And the big hive's done now. So anyway, I think I'm gonna like these. They're gonna work really well with the pallets. And they're gonna work fine on these other hives too. I just got used to using this. A little bit different than the other one, obviously. But it seemed to work to perfection on these once I got used to how to get it balanced. Once again, it's important to wear protective gear when you treat with oxalic acid vapor. And I think it's an effective treatment. It's my favorite. Some people disagree with that. Some people might. There's all kinds of things in beekeeping, but it's just kind of my treatment of choice, and I've had pretty good success with it over the last few years. Once I get this third treatment done on these, I will be done up here for a while with treating for mites. I'm gonna go hook that inverter up to the truck battery because I didn't get it charged up enough before I came up here. Okay, that darn battery wasn't charged enough, so I have it hooked up to the truck battery. So anyway, let's try this one here. So it dropped to 304. I'll see what it's doing. I'm gonna pull it out just gently for a second. See the vapor coming out. Let's go do one more. I'm actually gonna time it and see how long it takes. This is a deep and a medium. There we go. All right. Video was set at, it's about 135 on this particular view. So that took about 20 seconds to get to 400. just over 30 seconds to get up to the 450 mark. You can see the vapor coming out of the top. Very effective, very quick. I really enjoy this. I like using this. It's just so much faster than the wand type. If you got just a few hives, the wand type works well. But when you start getting up into a large number of hives, it's just more convenient to utilize these faster vaporizers. Just got done treating for the first time with the Easy Vap Pro right here. And it works good. John sends you the unit here with some blue cups to the oxalic acid vapor to hold them. Plenty of directions. So anyway, it's a good unit. Johno's Easy Vape is great. The Easy Vap Pro works well. I'm pleased. On to the next video.